too great. However, there is something I have been asked to talk about.
Art of movie making.
And that is going to be the BAFTA situation.
I mean, sure, it's a trigger. Yeah, it's like, I see.
Exactly.
See one of
if you see a black person, you can't just help but say nigga.
I have to say it.
That's how 90% of y'all are.
I have to say, it's like a trigger.
That's why he's laughing so hard.
If I see him, just say that I don't want this disabled fuck. I don't want this disabled fuck in my show. I don't want him fucking up my show, talking and shit, messing it up with his disabled fucking disorder.
Room of all white people, and the black person walks in, 70% of them in their mind is like nigger, and the other percent is just like black,
Number 6 on the list. Guess what it is? Amazing. That's the word.
The BAFTA awards happened, and a lovely human who has Tourette's syndrome said something, and it's pissing people off online, and it's also giving people a lot of free range to just be assholes, and it's kind of ridiculous. Let's take a look. I want to give you my opinion because I feel it's pretty all stupid, and sadly, the pragmatic one, I don't know, it's not really helping.
Breaking. Tourette's campaigner John Davidson allegedly interrupted the ceremony by shouting the N-word at Michael B. Jordan. Uh-huh.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
We're here to celebrate.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
Oh my god! Everybody's silent. Everybody heard that shit. And the thing is, he waited for the applause to end, bro. Like, this guy waited for the best possible moment. Oh my god. And so apparently this guy is a Tourette's campaigner. And he just said...
So while he's laughing and having a good old time, there's one thing, and it's kind of hilarious. I go online, and this is one thing: why black people have the right to be outraged at the 2026 BAFTA controversy. And I was reading, and I scrolled down, and I heard this earlier. One of the biggest reasons is because this was not a live show. One, as you see right here. Okay. To record the ceremony and not cut that moment out or put a trigger warning like they do everything else. Hell, we got a trigger warning on Twister. To me, that's so trash. One user noted on X, and also the BAFTAs wasn't live. It was a delayed broadcast. That means anything inappropriate, a racial slur, could have been edited out before they saw it. It wasn't international. No, before it was international. And the thing was, it was delayed 2 hours. There was a 2-hour delay. To make matters even worse, Davidson spoke to CNN before the ceremony, where he reportedly told the outlet that he was worried about the involuntary tick-stat market, as was told earlier. Yeah, like, if it's involuntary tick, that's one thing, and that's fine. No one has a problem with people with Tourette's. Even, honestly, I would just even say, like, I don't even have a problem with someone who has Tourette's saying the N-word. But the fact of the matter is that this thing was recorded, and they had a 2-hour delay, and they were able to cut things out in this BAFTA awards already, but they chose to keep it in. I keep trying to write about what happened at the BAFTAs, and I can't find the words. The situation is always impossible. but it happened 3 times that night. And one of the 3 times was directed at myself on the way to dinner to the show. So he said it to another African American. Now, I'm gonna let Asmongold continue to laugh at the situation, but the thing is more or less is like, yeah, I hear one person say, "Oh yeah, well, why is that in his vocabulary?" And he goes and points at black people and says, "Well, if you don't want it in his vocabulary, then why do you put it in your music?" And I know half of the people are going to say, "Oh yeah, that's a good example. That's a good excuse." I don't hear black people saying the N-word with the hard ER in their music. All right. If that guy were to say nigga, this would be a whole different situation now, would it? But this is a man from Scotland. How many black people are out there in Scotland? Why is that a part of his literature? That's because that's a part of y'all people literature. Whether you want it to, like, when you're outside, you hold it in, you don't say it. But when you're inside, it's just nigger. I know. I went to all-white school. I have racist friends. I know. But it's like, oh, it's just a laughable situation to go to the amendment right. So I could say whatever I want to. Yeah, sure. I guess if anything, maybe we got to figure out a word that can hurt white people as much as that word hurts black people. Maybe call white people, all white people are pedophiles or something like that. Maybe like just do something racist to white people. Or like, all white people fuck their cousins and they rape their daughters, right? Just say something that hurts.
Wow. And so, what is this here? If I could find it. Michael said, Delore Lindo and Michael B. Jordan did what we had to do. did what we had to do. This guy just ults out of nowhere, man. God damn, was his name Eric Cartman? Nobody could be an old version of Eric Cartman. So, yeah, I don't know about this. The Mexican authorities got a woman close to narcoboss. I didn't see that at all. It's great advertising, though. I mean, you're right. I didn't even see that. The left is attacking the guy for thinking the word. Can you believe that? So let me see. I pull this up, right? So let me go and read some of the comments about this. They thank the audience for their understanding after activist with Tourette's yells the N-word at 2 black actors during the awards ceremony. Oh my God, what world are we in? This is amazing. Okay, so now... Bro, people are so stupid, man. I know. Look up Jamie Foxx reply to this. I didn't see anything about this. And I've worried I said Donald Trump's name 3 times. It's like Beetlejuice. Well, he only said the N-word twice. Yeah. If you say it 3 times, it brings back racism, okay? And so what's this? And did we have to, are there any more clips of this here? Sinner's producer said the actor also hurled the wait, he also called her the N-word too. Oh, so he's wilding out. Sinner's producer says BAFTA Tourette actor also hurled N-word at her after he shouted it at the stars. So he was just looking at him. Oh my God. Like, this is funny. Let me see. I pull this up and see what it is. And
yeah, it's like the first thing that comes to mind when you see somebody black is you want to say the N-word with the hard ER, you know? It's like, yeah, because black people just go around and say, hey, what up, my N-word with the hard ER? Yeah, what up, my N-word with the hard ER? No, it's just ignorance, and it's white ignorance. Smart white people understand. No one's talking about the smart white people. It's the ignorant white people. It's the ignorant racist people. Regardless, even if you're black, you'll be ignorant. It's literally stupid. Racism is stupid. Racism is ignorant. Point blank, period. Please don't think that I'm coming after the guy. I already said it one time and I'll say it again. I ain't got nothing against people who have Tourette's. And I also have nothing against people who have Tourette's and say the hard N-word with the hard ER. It's not their fault. I'm not going to blame them. Most of this problem is coming from online. right? Michael B. Jordan and him, do they have a problem with it? Sure. Did they show that they had a problem with it? No. Do I know they have a problem with it? Of course. Why? Because the racism in white people's minds is the problem. Yeah, black people have a problem too. There's a lot of there's a lot of niggas, but niggas come in all colors. There's white niggas, just the black sheep of the society, the ones who go out and steal, the ones who go out and rape and murder. Those are the black sheeps of the society, right? But the black sheep of the society is also the racists. There's a saying, it's like, yeah, people from the Ku Klux Klans, they traded in their Klan suits for freaking business suits. The racist mind, right? What is Kanye West talking about? What's happening in the music industry? All these people in the music industry, they're all slaves. What do you see? They start off as a young Britney Spears and turns out to a now Britney Spears. Oh, cattle. But this racist crap is just another weapon. Another weapon used is people against the people. So that's my problem with it. I have nothing against the guy. I have the problem with the racist in the mind.
So here's another comment about this. Alien superfan, you don't get to police how black people react to racism. Also, John Davidson is racist and his Tourette's isn't an excuse. Fuck him. I mean, like, I
don't know. I would say you don't know that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you don't know that.
I don't even know, like, what this... I don't know how Tourette's works. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, if the guy... Like, listen, here's my honest opinion, okay? Don't bring people that have Tourette's to an award ceremony and put them close enough to where you can hear what they're saying on the mic.
Exactly.
Duh. Of course not. Why not? I don't know. It's just a mistake, right? I mean, like, you just shouldn't have. He was thinking it. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I guess so. And so people with Tourette's can't control themselves. I'm not saying that they can. I don't know. I think that's the way it works. I have no idea. Everyone knows you have no idea. Of course not. Why would I fucking know that?
People with Tourette's have different tics. And it's not their fault. Yeah, I don't blame him. I blame, his surroundings. Yeah, if anything, that's to blame. Blame his surroundings. Blame the person who taught him to be racist, or blame the person who put that terminology into his head. Because I'm sure it wasn't from a black person. Dude is from Scotland. All right. So, like, yeah, if that's what y'all talk about, that's how y'all talk in the house, then that's who I blame.
But either way, it's staged. It's not a pass. I don't know. And anyway, either way, there's no way that you should put a person with Tourette's in earshot of a microphone during an awards ceremony. Really? That's a mistake. That's a mistake. They shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done this. Like, it's a mistake. And so I don't see the problem. Of course not. No, what did he say that was wrong? What did he say that was bad? No, I saw the clip. I watched it 3 times. Yeah, I know. I saw it. Yeah, what did he say that was bad? Confused. And anyway, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it beyond that. Every white person knows the word and not to say it, so obviously a person with Tourette's has a high chance of saying it. The question is anyone offended? I mean, I think that there's definitely some people that are offended. I mean, like, for sure, I can pull up some, like, I've seen like a handful of these comments about this. Let me see if I can find out. I'm assuming this is the person who said it, right? I'm guessing. Oh, he responded to this. John Davidson said he's deeply mortified that anyone thought his involuntary tics were intentional or carry any meaning. Full statement. I want to thank BAFTA and everyone involved in the awards last night for their support and understanding and inviting me to attend the broadcast. I appreciate the announcement to the auditorium in advance of the recording, warning everyone that my tics are involuntary and are not a reflection of my personal beliefs. I was heartened by the round of applause that followed the announcement and felt welcomed, understood in an environment where it would nearly be impossible to me. In addition to the announcement by Alan Cumming, I can only add that I'm always deeply mortified anyone considers my involuntary tics intentional carry any meaning. Okay, well, there we go, right? I mean, that's about it. I mean, I don't really, Tourette's isn't all verbal. Yeah, I know. There's like like physical tics that people can get to. I'll use that excuse next time. Yeah, sure, right? So inclusiveness did this. I mean, I guess. I don't really think that the reaction of John Davison can't be helped by this fakery. Oh, I remember this. This was during the Streamer Awards.
Here is a talent, but these people actually have talent. So fuck off. This category celebrates the streamers who create the best art, food and drink. Fuck off. The best dick, the best dance, cosplay, ASMR, or other makers creating content, among other things. So the nominees for the best creative arts streamer suck my dick.
So people think that she's faking it.
Here.
I don't know why people think she's faking it. I really don't. And
see, what sucks is her tick is cute. His tick is screaming the N-word with the R-E-R.
I have no idea. I don't think she, after watching this video, I don't think she did anything wrong. I think she's totally she's completely innocent, didn't do anything at all. I mean, it seems kind of obvious that the person that's doing this probably wasn't doing it on purpose. I think people that are getting angry at this guy, I think they're just being idiots, right? I mean, was he really saying it?
Mostly.
I'm guessing that, again, this is my very, very limited understanding.
There's no one to be mad at other than maybe the BAFTA awards themselves or the editing. They chose to keep it in. It was unnecessary. If you wanted to say, oh, that's just to show that it's real, that's not real. You could cut it out. It's unnecessary. He has Tourette's. There's no need for him to show it. There's no need for it to be a response as a let's catch that moment in the act and let's show it, when also it's not in the act. It's 2 hours delayed. You can't edit it out. It's proper to edit out. But they chose not to. Just to fuel shit. Look at us now. It's fueling.
Of Tourette's. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But my very limited understanding of this is that the people that have Tourette's express themselves in these weird ways because they're offensive. And it's basically if you have a thought in the back of your mind, it immediately just comes out without any sort of filter. It's involuntary, right? That's my understanding of this. So it's not thoughts. I mean, maybe I don't really know. But there's also I'm sure intrusive thoughts. Yeah, basically intrusive thoughts. And
I just wanted to stitch this in real fast because if there's anybody who I want to hear about this BAFTA situation, is this beautiful girl right here.
Ignore how I look right now. Great kitchen. I am not feeling too great. However, there is something I have been asked to talk about.
Part of movie making.
And that is going to be the BAFTA situation. I have been seeing a bunch of outrage about it. People saying, oh, well, why would that even be in his vocabulary? He did that on purpose and all of this stuff. And that racism is to excuse. A very sad day for the Tourette syndrome community, especially for the ones that have coprolalia, because when you come online and you see thousands of people hating on your condition, specifically coprolalia, because that's something that is already very embarrassing for all of us. Not going to say that people can't be offended by the fact that somebody said the N-word as a tick. However, it's not something that somebody can control. It's not something that somebody wants to say. And I've been seeing a lot of people be like, well, he said it like when the crowd went silent. That is most likely when a tick is going to happen when you're in public, when you're in complete silence, or when you're trying not to say or do something. So we must understand what coprolalia is. Coprolalia causes involuntary swearing and inappropriate tics. This can include the N-word, slurs, etc. I am a Black person, and even I have the N-word tick and slurs as tics. This is something I don't see many talk about because of situations like this. Is it a disappointing thing? Shut up! That it happened in public in front of that entire crowd, specifically to Michael B. Jordan and the other presenter. I'm so sorry, I do not know his name. I wish I did, but no disrespect to him. I just am not too aware. Yes, it is a very unfortunate situation. Seeing so many people say that they would invoke violence against people with coprolalia if they can't control their tics.
What the hell?
That's ableism. The fucked up thing that this happens, yes, but it's something that we can't control. Aggression in the brain being triggered. Shut up. And ultimately causing inappropriate tics. Michael B. Jordan and the other presenter have the right to be upset, especially if they were not aware. However, we need to understand and educate ourselves. And on my videos, I constantly see people saying, oh my god, it's so funny. If I had cursing tics, I would be laughing all the time. But when people actually have cursing tics, then it's offensive and they're a bad person and this and that, the third. We need to do better. We need to educate ourselves better. This is not me saying that people don't have the right to be offended. However, you can't be offended when a disabled person is disabled. I might make a part 2 to this. There's a lot that I need to say, but...
See, now, that is wonderful. I just wanted to get to the answer. I just wanted to get to the point quickly. Let's continue back into the Asmongold video. But we got here.
I don't really see like how, here's a good way to look at it, right? Do you really think that he tried to say the N-word?
No.
Right? Like he was waiting for his one moment. You know, he's built up his entire career. He's like 50, 60 years old. And it's...
Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, it was the perfect timing. It was the perfect timing. Like, I don't know. I don't care. But like, they should have just edited that shit out, bro. Like,
all been building up to him calling Michael B. Jordan the N-word in the middle of an award ceremony. Like, do you really think that like that's what he was trying to do, to say it twice, right? And so I don't really see that happening. The long con, right? This is like, you know, he built up a 20-year career so he can do that.
The fucked up part is he don't sound no different than just a drunk guy. Like, he's just a drunk white dude. Nigger. Like, that's so effing normal, especially over here in the Northeast. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, it happens. When a Black person walks into the room, 90% of the white people are going to be nigger in their head. Yeah, that's what they do.
I mean, I don't really think that's going to happen. The man shouted at the Queen. Well, I don't know if he did or not. That's the first time I'm hearing of this. But I do find it to be very interesting that, somebody would ever do this. I would urge compassion on both sides of this argument. What is this?
It didn't come without its pitfalls, sadly. Obviously, Alan Cumming.
That's the thing is, like, if you invite people that are, like disabled in one way or another, that's not always like rainbows and butterflies. There's going to be complications and things that make that, more, like problematic in some cases. That's the way it is.
It's very aware that John Davidson was going to be in the crowd. There may be the odd outburst, slur.
And there was.
And we're just waiting for fuck, shit, dick, suck my cock, lick my nuts, gooch, butthole, butt cheek, anything, foot cum, something, toe beard, anything. But what was it? anything in the rainbow. Green monkey knuckle pussy shit. Anything. Cockamamie tickle fuck. Anything. Monkey doodle dandy butthole dick licker. Anything.
No,
There
no,
was,
not right. He
very,
sure
very
did.
Unfortunately, when two
Anything.
sinners took to the stage, Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan, and John Davidson let out a very
I love listening to them talk about this because it's like just this
It
really
could've been
proper,
anything.
I'm afraid to say what's actually happening type thing. I mean,
But
like,
what was
what are we doing here? Just, I mean, that's what, yeah, he went up there and he said the N-word. There's two black people on the stage. Like, why are we talking around this? Like, dancing around it. Like, oh my God, it's the elephant in the room. Exactly. Like, what is this?
slur at these two actors who are both black, obviously, and that's caused quite a bit of an uproar online.
Yeah.
It's created a real debate as to whether, how do you deal with this situation? Is it a case where
well, it's simple. Like, you just don't, if you don't like people with Tourette's doing Tourette's things, then don't invite people with Tourette's to your event. Like, I don't understand this. This is like, I bought a bird and the bird keeps chirping. Can you believe this? Like, every day it's going like, that's what birds do. Don't buy a fucking bird. If you don't like that, don't buy a bird. Like, I don't know. How is this so complicated for everybody?
Honestly, again, I'm just coming from, I don't blame the dude with Tourette's because he's not doing anything different than the racist white dude at the bar when the black guy comes in. Nigger! And ha 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 ha. Are you mad? Are you mad about that? Are you gonna hit me? You gonna hit me?
Really? Like, it's obvious.
or measures need to be in place for John? Is it a case where John shouldn't have been invited in the first?
You shouldn't put him next to a microphone. Duh. You can invite the guy, put him off in the corner away from the fucking mic. Obviously. Like, how is this even a conversation?
Place. It's created a real conversation.
Put a muzzle on him? Oh, God.
Which I don't think has been helped by people like the actor Jamie Foxx.
Yeah?
Jamie Foxx, who is a very well-known singer and actor,
What did
has
he
gone
say?
online and accused John Davidson of meaning the outburst.
Why?
It's unacceptable. He
Yeah.
meant what he said.
Wait, what? No, there's no way he said that. I don't
Yeah, he
believe
did.
this. There's no way.
Jamie Foxx said that. Jamie Foxx definitely said that. That's Jamie Foxx's character. He would definitely say that.
Jamie Foxx is furiously attacked. Is there any instance of this? Like, let me see. I pulled this up. What is it? Out of all the words you could have said, Tourette's made you say that. Nah, he meant that shit. Unacceptable. BBC edited out a Free Palestine shout from the filmmaker's acceptance speech, but left the Tourette's tick uncensored.
Okay. That's honestly. Now look, before this nigga say anything, this is my reason. This is the reason why anybody could be pissed off about anything. They had the option to take it out and they didn't. Ain't nobody mad at the guy with the Tourette's. I'm not mad. I'm not screaming racist. Everybody's racist. Yeah, I know what's going on in y'all mind. It's okay. Y'all have the freedom to think whatever the fuck y'all want to think. I know what happens. I turned my number down from 90% to 70. If you were a room of all white people and a black person walks in, 70% of them in the room is like, nigger. And the other percent is just like, black. Hair, I want to touch his hair.
Guys. This is the kind of dude. Dude. Oh, wow. That's crazy. And he got caught. Yeah, exactly. Right. Wow. Advance notice of acceptance speech. That's probably what happened. Yeah, you're right about that. Is that people knew what the speech was going to be, so they knew that they could edit it out ahead of time.
No, they had a 2-hour delay.
In this sort of situation, personally, I try not to be clumsy of my words here, and I'm very conscious that I am a white man saying this. I think there needs to be a great deal of compassion on both sides of this argument. I don't think this is one of those cases where it's right versus wrong.
Of course there is. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, if you have Tourette's, you say random shit randomly that you don't mean. Like, that's literally what the definition of it means. That's like getting mad at a short person for being short. That's like getting mad at a person that's born without legs that they can't walk. Like, that's literally what the disease means.
Yeah.
If you're mad at somebody that they're doing what the disease that they say they're... this is the definitional behavior
no
of the
reason
disease.
to be mad
And
at
you get mad at them
Joe
for that,
or whatever
then
his name
just
is.
say that you don't like people with that disease. It's that easy, right? I mean, that's really what's going on.
John today will undoubtedly be feeling horrendous.
Being short is a disease. Well, it's a what I mean is, like, it is a physical condition that a person is in that they didn't opt themselves into, right? Like, you
By that, stop, Asmon. Please, don't. This makes you look stupid. It's not a condition. Being short is not a condition. It's just how you are. If being short is a condition, then being white is a condition. Being brown is a condition. It's just how you are. No one opted to be anything. You didn't choose. Like, you didn't choose your parents. You didn't choose how you came out. You were a man or a woman, and you were a color. You had whatever. If you had 3 arms, if you had 2 legs, there's a sign of normalcy. You know, there's a line of normalcy. And if maybe you might come out and then what do you call it? You bleached. What do you call it when it's bleached? You're black, but they turn out white. What do you call that thing? It's like a yellow snake. Albino. Maybe you might be albino. That might be a little bit off of the brain, but, like, you know, it's not a condition. Albinocy is a condition.
don't spawn in and decide to be short. You don't spawn in and decide to have Tourette's. You don't spawn in and decide to not have legs, right? So that's really the difference.
Yeah. Likewise, Delroy and Michael, 2 incredible actors, shouldn't be subjugated to that sort of terminology.
It's on such a high...
Well, I mean, if you don't want them subjugated to that terminology, then don't invite people with Tourette's to the event. It's that simple. Like, this is the problem, is that, like, this decision is actually super easy. It's such a super fucking simple, easy decision. If you don't want people to do that, then don't bring people that do that. If you don't want something waking you up in the middle of the night, don't buy a rooster. Do not buy a rooster. If you have trouble sleeping and you don't want to deal with something waking you up at 4 a.m, do not buy a rooster. You should never buy a rooster. Roosters are the last thing that you should buy.
Sounds like
don't
somebody...
invite black people? Wait a minute.
Okay.
That's a good point.
It's a good point.
So what
if
they just don't invite any black people? And that way you can invite people with Tourette's and they won't get offended. There'll be nobody there to get offended. So I never thought about that. I never thought. Now you're thinking big picture.
Yeah. Don't invite any black people. You just have a room of Jeffrey Epstein island visitors.
Stage as well. Yeah. Did I hear we had a clip?
He wants to watch the clip.
Okay, well, hopefully we've got a clip in a moment.
No.
Let's take a listen.
Ooh. You see Delroy Lindo's face.
Dude, you know, the funny thing is that this younger guy, he thinks it's funny. You know, he thinks it's funny. Like, it's so obvious he thinks it's funny. And it's just, yeah.
And it's...
All of y'all white people think it's funny. Because it's a word that y'all use to demean black people. So anytime it's used, of course y'all think it's funny. This is a word that y'all use in your households on the daily.
It was a truly uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
But he appears to have been taken out about halfway through the ceremony.
I know white people. I know the type of white people who will deliberately change the lyrics in a rap song from nigga to nigger. I know how y'all get down.
The first half, there were a few shouts, and then the second half, it appears he was no longer in the auditorium.
Yeah, well, it wasn't exclusively to that moment. He interrupted a number, inadvertently interrupted a number of speeches and whatnot. The BBC have told Variety, I believe, that he was invited as a guest. They would never ask him to leave if you're invited as a guest. But towards the second half of the show, it appears he may have taken himself out of the auditorium just because, like I said, I don't have
and that's not cool.
I don't think.
And that's not cool. And that's not cool. I'm with Joe. I stand with Joe. He could go on. If anybody get a N-word pass, of course it's a nigga with Tourette's. Come on now.
Anybody does.
Of course you do. It's such a simple answer, but the problem is that you have these weird fucking soy baldies that don't understand making a decision. You have to make a decision. Do you want black people to be called the N-word, or do you want to not invite people with a disability? Pick one. That's it. So do you want to have black people be called the N-word or not invite disabled people?
Doesn't make any sense to have it doesn't make sense to have be those two choices. Because people with Tourette's don't have to say nigger, okay? We just saw that girl and say she said the N-word she said the N-word amount of 0 times. So, I mean, like, people with Tourette's don't be just saying the N-word.
Just make the decision. It's such an easy fucking decision. You just decide which one's more important. What should I rather do? And you do that. It's simple. Holy shit. What's wrong with these fucking retards? Duh.
I would just urge compassion on both sides of this argument.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's doing around.
Somebody's saying both. So you're saying we don't invite... you're saying so we do have black people get called the N-word, but we also don't invite any disabled people anyway?
No, he's saying don't invite disabled people or black people.
Okay. All right. I wasn't expecting that one. That's a lie. I was totally expecting somebody would say that.
On social media, I think everybody needs to sort of take a breath and see both sides.
Well, let's end on a high and talk about Jessie Buckley, winning Best Actress.
See both sides. I mean, again, if somebody gets offended over that or they're getting angry over it, just say that I don't want this disabled fuck. I don't want this disabled fuck in my show. I don't want him fucking up my show, talking and shit, messing it up with his disabled fucking disorder. Get him the fuck out of here. Am I wrong?
Holy shit.
Really, am I wrong? Like, what is this?
Yes.
Or what if you had, like, okay, so I have another, okay. I have a third solution.
What the hell is that?
Got a third solution, guys.
A slave mouth
You're
guard?
not gonna like this solution, okay?
Nigga.
This is not gonna be a good solution. But maybe we can offend both groups of people at the same time. You know, they call it killing two birds with one stone.
Nah, we need to offend you. Nah. That's the problem. That's the problem. There was no get back. There's no get back. There's niggas who talk about reparations. You know why they talk about reparations? Because there's no get back. The only thing most people like, freedom, of course, love it. Love being in this country. I love white people. I even love the racist white people, stupid asses. The thing is, there's no get back. We ain't getting nothing back. Like, we ain't get our 40 acres and our mule. Right? That's what that was the saying. And then we took the derogatory word nigger that white people use to black people, and we took it in and we made it our own. And now everybody a nigga. Nigga's cool now. Now white people want to say it. It's like, no, you can't say that. Haha. You can't say that. I'm like, why can I say that? It's a part of my amendment rights. I can say whatever I want to. And you put it in your songs. I could say it. And they're like, say it. Go ahead, say it. They're like, nah, I'll wait till I get home. I'll wait till I'm in my car. So, yeah. Nah, y'all need some. And I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, all white people are pedophiles, but I mean, like, look at the Epstein files. It's clearly, that is in y'all bloodline, from Norway, Poland, all of these bumblefuck pedophilaville. It's where white people. That's exactly what happened up there on the Appalachian Mountains, right? No, the Caucasus Mountains. A whole bunch of pedophilia happening in the Caucasus Mountains. Still be fucking y'all nephews and cousins and shit. That's all. That's the only ammo we got. Of course, it's not meant. Of course, it don't really mean it. I mean, y'all know y'all issues.
This is racist? Well, yeah, but we was already racist. What's the problem? Risky, I know. Oh my God. And so anyway, no, not any other kind of solution, just simply a solution. Okay, guys. And so anyway, you're speedrunning Twitter outrage about you today. Well, I did see, so there were some people that I was looking at, but anyway, let me go back for seasoned black actors who spent decades to get to the BAFTA podium get called the N-word by a white man with Tourette's syndrome, and folks act like we're supposed to be A-okay with this. Get this disabled fuck out of my event. Get this motherfucker out of here, okay? Like, no, I don't want him here. I don't want him messing up my event with like his disabled bullshit. Okay? Like, what is this? Paste? Exactly. Look at the context. I know. And cut that out of context. It'll make a great Twitter thread. So my
it's like literally is like, can a black person just go around life and just not be called a nigger by a white person? Like, is it so hard to ask? And like, yeah, it's actually an impossible thing to ask. Like, if black people are walking around this earth, it's 100,000% accuracy, is 100,000% a possibility, probability, and actuality you will be called a nigger to your face multiple times. Like,
is 100,000% 2-hour delay. They managed to edit out the one saying pre-Palestine, but they didn't edit out the man shouting the N-word at two black people. Apparently it wasn't at two black people. It was actually at multiple other black people, including the two black people on the stage. Yeah, so he was also like, I wonder, here's the thing. I wonder if whenever he was saying it, if he was pointing at anybody. That's the thing. It was like an AOE. Yeah, it was like an AOE, like like challenging shout, right? It was like an AOE attack, and so yeah, I was pointing at anybody and slur and spray. I guess so. So, oh my fucking God. And so Tourette's causes racism now. Yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah, that never knew having Tourette's caused people to blurt out the N-word. BAFTA provide grace my ass. Just so happened to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lingo. Well, yeah, he probably did it because they were black.
Yeah, no, he didn't do it for anybody else.
Yeah, there's probably a good chance that could have happened. Like, maybe not, but like, it doesn't mean that he did it on purpose. Like, that's just what happens. I mean, sure, it's a trigger. Yeah, it's like, I see.
Exactly.
See one of
if you see a black person, you can't just help but say nigga.
I have to say it.
That's how 90% of y'all are.
I have to say, it's like a trigger.
That's why he's laughing so hard.
If I see him. Oh my God, do we have a new king? What do you want me to get the Burger King crown again? And so anyway, no, this is just, again, the entire discourse around this. The reason why I'm joking around about this so much is that it really is the oppression Olympics.
Is a mirror reflection of America. How you tell me how you really feel.
The entire discourse around this, the reason why I'm joking around about this so much is that it really is the oppression Olympics. It is the nobody knows which side of virtue signaling to be on here. Are you on the side of the disabled person that calls black people the N-word?
Yes.
Or are you the side of the black people who are offended by a disabled person that's not able to control their behavior, right? Which one is it? Which one wins inside of the oppression pyramid? I think this is hilarious. I do. Because nobody knows the answer to it. They really don't.
Yeah, no,
And
because the oppression comes from the top. AK, as you see, they can block it out, but they didn't. They can clip it out, but they didn't. So the racism stems from the top, not the Tourette's, not the guy with Tourette's. The racism comes from the top. They wanted that in there. It was a 2-hour delay, and they blocked out free Palestine. So you can't say that, but you can say nigger though. You can say nigger. That's it.
it's the virtue Olympics, yes. And yeah, the chicken or the egg, exactly. Oh my fucking God. And I kind of wish it was an intentional so we could call it racism maxing. Maybe, I don't know. And do you think they'd call a Karen a fat bitch if they saw one? Yeah, but you probably don't need to have Tourette's to do that. I think normal people do that all the time. It's not that big of a surprise. So
We're so cooked. We're so cooked. They wish he did it intentionally so it could be called racism maxing. We're so cooked. The generation of niggas now are all fucking gay. Clavicular fans, gay. Ugh.